Oh, goodness gracious me. This room is so messy. Oh, hello there everyone. I didn't see you there. I'm Audrey and I'm sorry you have to see this unsightly room. But talking about the messy room, I'm sure I left a book talking about it somewhere around here. Where is it? Here it is. Alright. Everyone, sit down, grab a snack or maybe a blanket if you're cold, and let me read you a story entitled Jungadai's Things by Balkoselli Group and Niraj Balami. Are you ready to listen? In a busy town far away, there were many houses. In one of the houses, there was a room that belonged to a man called Jungadai. Although the room was nice and big, it was very untidy. Jungadai's things were everywhere. The clothes were not on the hangers, but lying on the floor. Papers and books were all over the bookshelf. The pen, ink bottle, drinking glass, and the pair of scissors were all thrown about in a mess. There was even a banana peel left carelessly on the floor. Jungadai's things felt angry and upset. The earthen pot near the cupboard was thinking to itself,
"Why doesn't Jungadai put us back in our proper places? Doesn't he care for us?"
At that very moment, the clock that was sitting above the cupboard came crashing down to the floor and broke the earthen pot into pieces. The loud cracking noise made all the things in Jungadai's room tremble with fright. The clock was quite shaken up. One of its hands had come loose from the floor. Oh, the poor clock! It had not fallen on its own. Jungadai had placed the clock too close to the edge. The drinking glass was also terribly frightened. It noticed the scissors sitting right next to it. Its sharp edges was a bit too close. The glass cried fearfully,
"Please, turn your sharp edges away from me,"
the scissors said. "It's not my fault. Jungadai has put me here. What am I supposed to do?" A shirt from the other side of the room cried out, "Oh, you stale banana peel! Get away! You may stain me!" All of them complained in one voice,
"This mess is all because of Jungadai. After using us, he forgets to put us back in our right places and then complains when he can't find us."
As you can see, Jungadai's room is very messy. One day, Jungadai wanted to write a letter. Unsurprisingly, he couldn't find his pen. He grumbled loudly and searched his cluttered room. Finally, he found it and started writing. After Jungadai finished writing the letter, he wanted to cap his pen, but it was missing. Where had the cap gone? It had rolled under his bed, but it didn't utter a sound. It felt so insulted for being abandoned, and Jungadai left to post the letter. Fed up with Jungadai's carelessness, all the things in his room gathered for a meeting. While his things were loudly discussing their problems inside, Jungadai came back to his room because he forgot his wallet. He was about to enter his room when he heard noises inside. There must be a thief inside, he thought to himself. He crept up to the door and listened as closely as he could. The pen spoke first, its voice heavy with seriousness. Friends, we must do something about this situation. The shirt lying on the floor looked sadly at the hook on the wall.
We are always being thrown about.
The book began to sob. Almost all my pages are torn. Even children respect me, but Jungadai throws me all over the place. Should we put up with such behavior from him? Jungadai's things shouted in one voice.
No, not at all. We are hurt and disappointed, and Jungadai must know how we feel about this.
The book said, Then, write to Jungadai that we would no longer remain silent. He must change his ways. Write in big and bold letters so that Jungadai can clearly see our message. Breathing a heavy sigh, the pen said, I cannot write by myself. Someone must hold me in their hand. They all felt sad and said,
How do we tell Jungadai about how we feel?
Jungadai, who was listening to their conversation from outside the room, stepped inside. He saw his things scattered all over his untidy room and began to feel ashamed. Now, Jungadai's room is no longer a mess. His clothes are always on the hanger. Books and papers are stacked neatly on the bookshelf. The clock, ink bottle, drinking glass, the pair of scissors are in their proper places. Jungadai is glad because he can find what he wants easily and quickly now. Jungadai's things are also glad too, to be where they belong. The end. Do you guys know the moral lesson of this story? Well, the moral lesson of this story is we must keep our environment around us clean and tidy so that we won't lose our things and of course find them easily. Thank you everybody for listening. I'm going to clean up the room for a bit and bye-bye!